What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about LJN and their time in the video game industry. Now, it's pretty much no secret among gamers that LJN is probably notorious for making the worst games of all time. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much when you ask people what is the worst game, LJN game of all time, their answer is going to vary. One person could say Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure on the NES. Somebody might say the Uncanny X-Men. Somebody else would say Wolverine, um, like Nightmare on Elm Street, the Karate Kid, and all that. You know what I'm saying? But there's a couple of games that's never mentioned that was released on the NES that was made by LJN that I never heard people mention are NFL football and Major League Baseball. But the but after those two that I'm gonna mention, I'm going to talk about in the NFL football and everything. So people might ask, how bad is NFL football for the NES? It's pretty bad. I say it's worse than Back to the Future in many respects. You know what I'm saying? Now, with Back to the Future for the NES, the graphics and design are pretty much mediocre at best. You know what I'm saying? But with NFL football, it's just like it's pretty much the Uncanny X-Men bad, but just outright worst. You know what I'm saying? Um, Mainly because the football players just don't look like any NFL player in particular. It is all like cut and paste type of deal, and they don't move um fast. You know what I'm saying? They move like awfully slow and everything. And pretty much when you look at the turf, you know what I'm saying? That's like pretty bad too. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't, I don't know what the best word to describe it, but it just the graphics and design for NFL football is just outright bad and everything. And when it comes to the music, it's only limited to say like the select screen when you try to determine which mode you want to play in. It's limited to that, and limited to you trying to execute, like not necessarily execute a play, but there's a screen in NFL football where you can select the play and the music plays there. The music is even worse than what you hear in Back to the Future for the NES. If you remember how the music for Back to the Future sounds, you know how bad that is. You know what I'm saying? It's just the NFL, the music for NFL football is like two times, three times worse than Back to the Future and everything. And I mentioned the how the football players move. Uh, they pretty much move at a snail's rate, and I'm not even exaggerating here. It's kind of like it would take like I'll say 3 minutes to execute a pass play. Compare that to say like to a Madden game. You know what I'm saying? Madden 2005 or the last Madden game that came out, Madden 2019 and stuff. It'll take essentially like less than a minute to complete a pass play in a Madden game. Like I said, with NFL football and for the NES, it'll take like like 3 minutes to execute a pass play because the gameplay is so slow in that particular game and stuff like that. And to me, and then another issue is it has to do with the licensing. Now now typically when football games come out, either they get a license from the NFL or they don't. And when they do, They either get licensing from the NFL Players Association or they don't. And in the case of NFL football, they wasn't able to get a license from the NFL Players Association for some reason. Now, because of the fact that that happened, they changed everything with NFL football, so that there's no season mode or playoff mode or anything like that. But the mode they do have is called AFC, NFC, exhibition, and Super Bowl. Now, if you play one of those modes, you know how how the rest of the game is in terms of the mode, and the replay value sucks as a result. And once you play one game in NFL football for the NES, which is made by LJN, there's no reason to play it again. You will get pretty much bored out of your mind and everything. So, nah, I would. This is my reasons why NFL football for the NES is pretty much the worst LJN game. You can sound off in the comment section on which in it LJN game is the worst game that was ever made, whether it's the Uncanny X-Men, Alien 3, Back to the Future, and such. If you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.